Hey, welcome back. It's Monday again, the new week, and so excited to be here again. How are you, Sarah?
So good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm grateful for a new week and a new day and new goals and affirmations and plans and all the fun stuff. And really want to talk about a topic though today, Sarah, about this evolving world, all the changes that are happening. And the more that I sat down this weekend and I thought about this topic, I thought, like, are we as people evolving with the times?
So important.
Yeah. And I was thinking, like, this world obviously is changing. It always is and it always will be. But I was thinking about money because the world is money. Everything involves money, right? And
Life is how you do money. How you do money is how you do life.
right? And I was sitting and I was thinking, and I don't look at my bank account much. I don't, because I have the belief that I have abundance. Everything happens the way it should. But went grocery shopping and we're getting gravel for our driveway. And I was thinking about all these costs. And
Mhm.
I was comparing them back to even just a year ago, 2 years ago. And I was thinking, like, it's absolutely crazy to have the belief or the thought in our mind that we know the world's changing and things are evolving and prices are changing and the cost of living, without a shadow of a doubt, I think everyone knows, is going up.
Yep.
But I was sitting and I was looking at the masses of people and I was thinking, are the people changing with the times? And I
Mhm.
don't see it happening.
Mhm. I was having this conversation with my mortgage broker last week. We were talking about rent prices, right? Like how rent has skyrocketed, but minimum wage has stayed the same. And if you compare minimum wage here, in Canada on the East Coast, it's $11 and a quarter, right? $11.25. To buy a stalk of asparagus is about $10.
Yeah.
So you're working for an hour for a stalk of asparagus, right? And then after taxes and everything, do you have enough to pay rent? Most people are just working to pay the gas to get to work. Are you even making more than that gas tank to work and back?
Hmm. It's 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 something to really sit down and look at. And I feel like a lot of the time, because we can't control that, right? We can't control the way things are moving, but we can control how we move with it, right? And the thing is, I was sitting and I was thinking, and I was thinking about the price increases, and I was thinking about everybody that I know specifically, and like the people that I see all the time on social media, and like my, not my inner circle, but like people I know, grew up with, and even like my parents in their age group. And I was looking at them and I was thinking, there's so many people not doing anything. Like literally struggling to get by, hustling, not being able to, buy the things that they want or make them feel good. Like literally just be able to go do something to pamper themselves. And I was thinking, like, why are people not evolving? Why are people not changing with the times?
We get stuck, right? So like during the industrial revolution, like that was a huge shift in humanity, right? That was something completely new. And now we're in the information revolution. Everything's online. And I remember being in school and having to do those typing computer classes. I'm like, oh, this will never take off. And now here we are, like our entire business is online. And people are, we had this conversation today, Kaylee. We think we have to go to a job to make money, right? We think that if we get a job, that the money will come. Sure, you get that short-term security from having a job, knowing that at the end of 2 weeks you will get some type of pay. But it's you that makes the money, right? And living in an online world now, I love it. I love it so much. I love TikTok. Like, it's my favorite platform to be on because I see all of these entrepreneurs, you know, making an incredible living, like makeup artists and crafters and bakers and cleaners. People who just love to clean their house are making so much money just off of showing videos. So you can either stay where you are right now, or you can try. And yes, it takes time. Okay. A lot of people see these people and they're like, oh, well, they were just instant success. No. You don't see what happens before they become the instant success. It takes years of trial and error. It takes years of failures. And if you own your failure, you will own your success. So those people are owning their success now, and they're there to help you. But if you keep shying away and saying everybody's a scam and it's a cult and everybody's just there to make money, and you're in that lack mentality, then you're going to stay where you are. And I hope you're comfortable there. And some people are comfortable there.
Yeah. And that's the thing, right? And I feel like it's not where somebody can say, I you know, there's nothing that's going to help me. There's always something that's going to help you. And I feel like it's just right there for you. I think the most, like, the hardest part for people to start is they think they're comfortable with what they're doing, but they're not, because they hate it every single day. But just the fact of, where do I start?
It's the
Like, where do I start? What do I do? And it's hard to believe in it because it's been the same day every single day, for
blaming
how many years?
Blaming job, blaming circumstances, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter which government is voted in. Everybody complains about it, right?
Yeah. So it's,
what if there was no government? What if there was no government? Who are you going to blame then? Your neighbor, Karen down the street? Alicia?
yeah.
Like, take a look inside. Your results are a direct reflection of what's happening inside your mind.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I was having this conversation, I'm pretty sure it was with you, and we were talking about, you know, money and like how, where it comes from and how to make more money. And like that, everybody has a skill. So when people are like, I don't know how to make money, what are you good at? Sit down and write down your skills. Write down your skills. And then you will find a way through there. I was talking to this, okay, I remember who I was talking to. I was talking to a friend of mine who lives back in Ontario. And he's like, I don't know what I want to do. I'm like, what do you like to do? He's like, I like to do crafts. I'm like, you can make millions of dollars off crafts. Like, people are making so much money off of their crafts. It is beautiful to watch. And there's no shortage of money. People are still spending money like crazy. Hello, Black Friday, Cyber Monday. I see your Christmas trees when you post them online. You can't tell me you have no money and then you only see the top of your Christmas tree, right? It's where are your priorities?
Yeah.
Or are you going to complain about the government come January when you get a credit card bill and you really can't afford all of that? Right.
And the thing is too, I know it's, people get all excited. They have this big idea. They want more. They want change. They almost even have a plan of what it is they want.
Yeah.
But they don't do it. It's that knowing doing gap that Bob Proctor talks about, right? It's, you know what you want, but you're not doing it. Well, why aren't you doing it?
Yeah.
Because you're not changing you. You're not evolving to get there.
Yeah. What is that? Was it Einstein who said you can't do the same thing over and over and expect different results? That's insanity.
Yeah.
It is, right? Like, how many times do you go to bed? And be honest, how many times do you go to bed and say, tomorrow's going to be a good day. Tomorrow I'm going to work out. Tomorrow I'm going to eat healthy. And then all of a sudden there's a donut on your plate, or you've had a bagel and your coffee's full of 3 creams and 3 sugars. And you started your day off that way. And you're like, tomorrow I'll work out. And then it's always tomorrow.
Yeah.
I started following this woman on TikTok, you know, bless her. She's stage 4 cancer. She's got 3 kids and she's dying. And she asked the question, if you knew today was your last day, what would you do? Honestly, what would you do if today was your last day? And I love listening to these amazing gurus who were rock bottom and had no money and were sleeping in their cars and like were homeless and sleeping on park bench and sleeping in tent city. And now they're making all of this money. And they said, you know, if you had a gun to your head and you had to feed your family this week and you had to go out and make $10,000, what are you doing to make that money?
Mm-hmm.
Right? What are you doing? The government keeps us nice and comfortable, right? Because they'll give you unemployment and they'll give you these little perks and bonuses to keep you small, and you keep voting for them because they give you money. So there is no evolving with them because they're keeping you little. So I had a pension in my job. I had benefits. I had all of these things. And people are like, well, why are you going to give that up? Well, if I'm making, $100,000 a month, do I really care about that? Because I'm making more to be able to put that into something else that's going to make me more money. Right.
Yeah.
So we hold on to these things like crazy. And like, I'm watching now, because guys, I love TikTok. Like, it's probably my favorite platform. I haven't really utilized it much. I'm probably going to start utilizing it more. But there's these millennials saying, I can't wait till the housing market crashes so I can buy a house for $3. And I'm like, that's the mindset that you're at? Why don't you go make millions of dollars and buy the dream house that you want and say, I did that. I did that in a time where the world was going to shit. And I evolved with the time. And now I make more money than my parents because there's more millennials out there making millions of dollars and surpassing their parents now than any other time in history. Because we are in the information revolution, and this is your time. It is your time to stand up and do something about it and shine. Everybody says they want these things, but nobody's willing to do the work. Get off your fucking ass and do the work.
Yeah, and this is the thing, right? This is the thing. It's that everybody's so stuck in the mindset that things are gonna go back to normal. Things are gonna drop, like you just said, the housing market's gonna crash. My opinion, my perspective of it, it's not gonna go back. Nothing has ever, if you look at history, nothing has ever went back.
Never goes
Everything.
back. Could you imagine if we still had chastity belts or corsets?
Yeah.
We tried to bring those back.
Yeah. And like, that's what I mean. Like, nothing goes backwards. Everything goes forward. Look at technology. Like, I look at my grandma's, what's that, Sarah?
Humans.
Yeah.
Right?
Like, I literally looked at my grandma's life, and she was 98 when she passed. She's seen everything. She's seen from World War II all the way to literally last year. And I was thinking, like, she evolved with the times. She did things differently, and she had the mindset. She had everything in her mind to keep her evolving and keep her healthy, and look at her life, right?
Yep.
But there's so many people that are stuck in the mindset of, I can't do better. I'm comfortable, so I'm just going to stay here. I have all of these options that I can use to do better, because everybody has options, but the choice is always going to be yours.
Mm-hmm.
So are you choosing to stay where you are, thinking maybe next year will be better, and then look at it right now? It's literally going to be the first week of December. How many people have said that this whole year? How many people said that last December, and here we are?
How many years have you been on your resolution?
Yeah, like,
it.
Right? And the thing is, like, there's people out there, there's things, there's opportunities, there's literally something for everything you want to do. If you want to be successful, you can be successful. And like you just said, Sarah, that you don't see the before. You just, when you're looking at people that are successful, the first thought usually is, oh, I wish I could be them, or I wish I had that. Yep. Well, guess what? That took years. That took, not giving up. That took 99 things that knocked them the fuck down, and they took that one reason to get back up and go get it.
Yep.
Right? So when you're at your bottom, you're gonna do something to get out of it. But why are we waiting till we're at the bottom? Like, you need to evolve now. You need to do something now, because I'm gonna tell you this. You can come back to me a year from now and listen to this podcast again. When you're listening to this next year on November 29th, the world will not be the same.
The world's not going to do the same tomorrow.
Exactly. So why are we staying the same? Why don't people evolve? And it's just the thought that they can't, they won't, they don't know how, and it's
It's
a
not,
trend of negative thoughts.
it's changing the can't to won't. I won't try. I won't try to be successful. I won't try that network marketing business that everybody's making really good money off of. I won't talk to people. I won't start a conversation. I won't try to gain my confidence to have that conversation. Because let me tell you, if you start a network marketing job and you just post in your Facebook and hope to get rich, you're just going to waste your money spending the product. Because connection happens in conversations and sales happen in conversation. And yes, everything you do in life is selling. People are like, oh, I hate selling. You're selling your kids to brush their teeth so their teeth don't fall out of their mouth before they go to bed, right? You're teaching your kids to say their prayers at night, right? You're selling your family where to go on vacation and what to have for Christmas dinner and what to do for New Year's. You're always selling. It is the oldest profession in the world, right? You go to a grocery store with no fucking problem buying groceries from places all over the world that you've never been at, but you won't support your fucking friend.
Mm-hmm.
It blows my mind.
It does. It does. And you know what? It's okay. It's okay though too, because the people that are going to be successful are going to be the people that are going to be successful. The people that aren't going to be successful are the ones that sit in their worry, doubts, and fears, are looking to everyone else for the answer. I just want to give you a little bit of a secret if you're listening. The answer is you. It's not anybody else, not another thing, place, person. It's literally you, right? Because you woke up this morning and did what you wanted to do to get to wherever you are right now. If you're listening to this podcast right now, you made the choice to open up your app, click on it, and you're listening. Everything we do with every second of the day, we make the choice. So the choices that are hard, because I'm going to tell you, it's not fucking easy. Success is not easy. Obstacles come, right? But I know that it's not easy, but I don't say that to myself. I just say when things happen that are difficult, I know it's going to work. I don't focus on it being hard because every area of our life, like I'm not here to bullshit you and be like, it's so easy. Anybody can be successful very, very quickly. You can if you're determined and you literally just fucking give her. Yep. But if you keep saying that sad story and you think it's going to be easy, I mean, even the life you're living right now, if it is perfect, it's still not easy. There's things that come up and things that happen.
If you have kids, you have the hardest job in the entire world, but you get through that every single day. And you raise these tiny humans every single day. You birthed it. You brought a spirit into this world through a hole that fit a watermelon, okay? Like that's a miracle, okay? Because nothing the size of a watermelon should be coming out of there. But you did it. And that was the first part of the hardest task. And how many of you said, I can't do this? Could you imagine if you said you can't do it and you're still pregnant? You had a baby growing inside you for 80, 90 years?
I love that you just brought that up, Sarah, because that's just like life. It's the moment you're giving birth. You're scared. Like the whole time it's happening, I can't say I didn't have a vaginal birth. I had 2 cesareans, so I don't know what it feels like.
You still brought in a human to this world.
Yes, but I'm saying like when people are going through the birth, like people that I've talked to, it fucking hurts, man. You're birthing a baby. Mm-hmm. But the second you're holding that baby and you've accomplished that goal and you're literally living the success that you planned 9 months ago and now it's here, you forget about the pain. You forget about the hard times. You forget about walking around for a month literally wobbling because your fucking crotch hurts. You forget about all of that stuff because you got to the goal. That's just like life. It fucking hurts. There's hard times. Shit happens. But if you're
You're scared. You don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. You don't know what time they're going to be home at. You don't know where they are, right? That's everything you do in life.
Yeah.
You put that much effort into your business that you do into your kids, you will be so fucking successful.
And if you're persistent and you go after it and you don't let those things get in your way or knock you down, you're going to get that goal, right? It's a goal. You had a goal to build a family. So you had sex, you got pregnant, you had a baby, right? You moved towards the thing you wanted. That's just like your goals. Plan it.
Yeah.
Your goal is your baby.
You should have a plan. So I'm reading Infinite Potential by Neville Goddard, and he talks about writing it out as if it's already done. And so today I sat down and I wrote out my life, and it was beautiful. Just using my imagination, I'm like, wow, I can see myself doing this, and I'm not doing it yet, but I'm doing it. Like I'm working towards it, and I can see it in my imagination. And you teach your kids to use their imagination, that the floor is lava, and that they can play hide and go seek in the dark, and they're Ghostbusters and whatever it is, princesses and whatever they want to be, astronauts, police officers, right? And then, but somewhere down the line, we lose that. And it's okay, pay attention, go to work, get a job, get married, have kids, have a pension, have a savings plan, pay off your mortgage as quickly as you can, die. Yay.
Sounds boring.
I know. Right? Like
right?
When are we going to realize that we weren't put on this earth to just work, lose weight, pay bills, and die?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, come on. Like, really.
Yeah.
And like, people are like, they're like, oh, well, everybody's suffering. No, they're not. It's whatever you choose to focus on. If you're focusing on the news and the suffering, then that's what's going to grow. But if you're focusing on the joy and the happiness and the peace and the love and the gratitude, that's what's going to come to you, because now you've raised your vibration.
Yeah. And do what you want to do as a person. Like, so many people, like, you're brought into this world as an original. There's nobody else like you. You're literally the person that you are and you choose to be, every attribute about you. So why are you having somebody else, a certain person, a job, whatever it may be, tell you what to do or you how to live? Like, the last time I checked, there wasn't a handbook of life to say you have to do it this way or else.
If there was, don't you think we'd all be reading that book? Actually, there is a handbook to life. It is called Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. You should go out and read it, because this is the handbook to success.
There you go.
Guru you see out there who is having that massive success has read this book at least 7 times. And guess what? All of their courses and everything are based off of this book. So this is the handbook.
That's the truth. Right? And
we're reading that every single morning at 6 a.m. Eastern. So come read it with us if you don't have a copy.
Yeah. And it's right on the screen.
Yep.
And I mean, that's your choice. So you can choose to wait for a new year to have a resolution. You can wait until you're rock bottom and you have to figure something out. You can wait until a certain day, till Monday, till your anniversary, till your birthday, till tomorrow. But if you sit with yourself and think, why am I waiting and what is that going to do for me?
Can somebody tell me why that is such a magical day? Why is January 2nd such a magical day? Because we know we're not doing shit January 1st because we're so fucking hungover that we're just eating crappy, greasy food just to get through the day. But so why? What is January 2nd? Why is that such a magical day? Sit with that.
Yeah. And like, people put emphasis on a day like that. Why don't you put emphasis on your life?
Yeah. Like, somebody, my birthday was back in May, and I remember chatting. They're like, what are you doing for your birthday? How are you celebrating? I'm like, I celebrate every single day. Like, even with Christmas, Donnie's like, what do you want for Christmas? I'm like, we just get what we want when we want it. Like, it's not a special day. Like, the day itself has magic and meaning, right? Like, to have that joy and magic and happiness together. But to receive things, it's not a magical day. Like, every day that I wake up, the first thing I do is I look over, Donnie's awake. That is my first gratitude, is thank you for allowing me to have another day with Donnie. Like, I am so happy and grateful to have another day with Donnie. That's like the first line in my gratitude book is that.
Mm-hmm. And it's important. And I want you to imagine this: the excitement, the magic, the happiness, the memories that you make on Christmas Day every single year. Could you imagine if that was your day every single fucking day?
Every day.
Like, that can be your life. You don't have to wait for a special day to be happy and feel that joy and feel that emotion and have the excitement. Like, you don't have to wait every year for December for that to happen. That literally can be your life every single day. You can have magic in your life every day. I know I do. You can have happiness, true happiness, where you don't give a shit what Mary Sue down the road says about how you dress or whatever you drive. Like, literally, you live life the way you want to, doing the things you want to do with complete happiness. That can be your life. It doesn't have to be miserable and stressed and not knowing what to do tomorrow or not knowing what to do right now and asking why. Why, God? Why is this happening to me? Let me tell you, it's happening to you because it's almost like a wake up call, like, do something.
Yeah. It's a lesson. It's a lesson. You know, it talks about it in the Bible. People are like, oh, I pray for patience. You don't, okay, so you're praying for patience, and then your kids are screaming, and your husband's missing stuff, and he's cranky. That is the answered prayer. In that moment, you are to practice patience. God doesn't send you something and say, this is patience. No, he throws obstacles in your way. David and Goliath ask for strength, right?
And you
That's
know what, Sarah?
that's your lesson that you have to learn.
Yeah. And when you said that to me, I don't know what it was, like the middle of summer or something. I was having a tough day because I'm human and it happens. Sarah said that to me. She said, like, if you want patience, this is teaching you. So when I was like, I just need to get some patience because everybody's kids drive them wild, I was sitting there in that moment and my kids were running in circles. And I said to Sarah, like, I just need a break. Or I said something, I don't know. But she said, this is the lesson. And I literally sat with it for a second and I thought, okay, this is the lesson. I wanted patience. I can simply right now yell at my kids, spank them on the ass if people allow that nowadays. I spank my kids if they need it. I could literally throw a toy, tell them that they're bad, do all of the negative things, or I could just get down on eye level, say, this is the patience that's needed. Let them throw their fit. Let them do whatever they're doing. Give them their minute and say, everything good now? Did you need me for a second? Tell mommy, what do you need? Right? That's the two scenarios that can happen. I'm just saying that because that's what happened with me, but that happens every single day for everything we make a decision with. Right? So when you're having the tough times, find the good in it, because that's what the tough time is. It's not just to throw a tough time at you and say, here you go, we're spiraling you into a shittier life. No, it's, what is the lesson right now? Why is this happening? And what can I get from it? What can I turn this into?
So I read the book The Tattooist of Auschwitz, and it was such an incredible yet terrifying, sad story. But at the end, you know, and spoiler alert, I'm going to tell you right now at the end, if you haven't read it, it's a really, really good story. He found his wife. He found his wife in the concentration camp, and they lived life, and they had turmoil after living life too. Like, it wasn't easy, right? They started their own business, and I remember at the end of the book, the son was writing his perspective, and they had lost everything, and he remembers his mom singing, like, as they were packing things up and they had to move, and she's singing, and he's like, we just lost everything, why are you singing? And she's like, we didn't lose everything, we're just starting over. Like, could you imagine? Now imagine being in that circumstance, right? In that horrible, horrible circumstance, and nothing ever being as worse than that, right? Even if they were going to be homeless, She was still singing.
Mhm.
So really, take a look at your life.
Yeah. Tough times don't last, but tough people do. So
Amen.
when you're going through tough times, know that you yourself are a tough cookie and you can get through it. Like, it doesn't have to be hard. It doesn't have to be drawn out. It doesn't even have to last longer than an hour. You can literally change the thought that you're having to change it around. It doesn't ever have to stay in a negative place. And then this too, if you are making the change for a better mindset, or if you are committed to evolving with the times and you had a shitty past, you had a sad story growing up, and a lot of things that happened to you that may trigger you moving forward, and things come up and you have that emotion and that feeling again for a past experience, you can actually go back into your memory bank of that time, because you're going to think about it. It's going to bring up something, and you can think exactly what we just talked about. What was the lesson in that? And can I change the outcome of it? Like, how did I want it to go? And you use your imagination again. Like, for instance, if growing up, the man figure in your life always talked down to you, told you you're a piece of shit, and that's your memory of a man figure growing up, moving forward, somebody that grew up that way may have a hard time accepting a man into their life, thinking that might happen to me. Obviously the doubt comes in because that happened in the past, but you can, instead of holding yourself hostage to live that way forever, you can go into your memory and say, that made me who I am today. I now know the qualities I want in a man in my life. I know how I want to be treated. And I know that I don't have to put up with anything like that moving forward, because I am a strong individual and I know what I want and I can be loved.
Yeah.
Right? That changes the whole past. It doesn't change that it happened, but it changes how you're going to look at a man moving forward. I don't know why I thought of that example, but you know what I mean? Like, you can go back and change that.
You can change anything. Like I talked to the monks about this, and they had asked me, "Do you think you can change your past?" And I said, "Absolutely. I can go in. I can rewrite my memories. They're mine, right? I can rewrite them to have that outcome that I want, just like I can write my future,
Hmm.
right? You can write your future, and it might sound ridiculous and crazy right now, but it's absolutely true. Like, Joe Vitale, they asked him when he knew he was going to be a millionaire. And he said, when I was lying homeless on that bench.
Yep. And that's absolutely the the way that life is, right? If you want to be successful, you're thinking about that now.
Mhm.
Having that mindset now, you see yourself living that life now. And it's funny that we're talking about this now, because I literally put up a post today of me laying in my bed. And a year ago, I went to bed and I woke up every single morning in my imagination in a king size bed. I've never had a king size bed. That was a goal of mine, to have a king size bed. And I pictured myself doing that for a year. Well, now I posted a picture laying in my king size bed. Somebody may look at that and think, well, I wish I could have a king size bed. She's lucky that she can have that. I've only had a double. But you didn't see that for a year. I didn't lose that vision. I held on to it. I literally acted as if, and I moved towards it the whole time. So you can start now. You have to start now to
Yep,
move towards it.
absolutely. Same with Donnie and I. We kept saying it. We want to own real estate. We want to own real estate. Like, that's what we want to do. We want to own real estate. And so in the height of the pandemic, we started our real estate investing company.
Yeah. And now you have 6, 7 doors.
I have 6 doors, and my goal next year is 50.
Yeah. See? And that's something that you started thinking and imagining before you got your first door. It didn't just happen overnight. It's something that we continue to work on every single day. And I want to let you know, like, if you're in a place right now where times are hard and you are in debt and you're thinking, like, how am I supposed to get out of this? And you want to learn that, you want to learn debt and how to make money, and you want to learn like literally anything money, we're actually having a Dept Power Payoff Plan event in December. Registration is open now, and it is filling up quite quickly. So make sure you get your spot if this is something that interests you. And right now it's half off, so it's $49.99 US. If you're interested, I'll drop the link in this video as well as the podcast, and you can register. You're going to get a lot of stuff. You're going to get the plan. You're going to get a payoff success map. You're going to get clever tips. And then you're also going to get a 2022 planner. So it's going to be amazing.
We're also going to talk about honesty and forgiveness as well, because that's a huge part when it comes to paying off debt. And if you do this, you're either going to pay off most of your debt or all of your debt. So don't delay on this. It'll never be at this price ever again. This is the first time that we're going to offer it at this price, and you get 50% off right now. And those spots are filling up really quick. And so if going into 2022 with money in your pocket is something that you want to do, don't delay.
Mm-hmm.
Don't delay. And money is energy. And so energy has to be in motion for you to make more money.
Absolutely. So do yourself a favor, give yourself this gift for Christmas, this gift for today, for your future, and join us and be there on the 28th of December, because it's going to be awesome. We're so excited, and it's something for you. And honestly, there's nothing more valuable than knowledge. The more that you know, the more you can do, the more you can be, the more you can have. So I'll drop that link down here. You guys can register, and we'll see you there. And have an absolutely amazing week. I know we went extra long today, but have an amazing week, and we will see you guys back here on Thursday.
Bye.
Bye.